Are you sick of letting your fear run your life? Do you find it hard to talk without tripping over your words and feeling stuck? Today, I'd like to talk about my own journey to break free from stuttering and find true speech. So, come with me on this journey that will change us both. I used to let my fear run my life. When I spoke, I always tripped over my words, which made people laugh. It made me doubt myself and want to be alone. Stuttering had turned into an invisible jail that made it hard for me to say everything I wanted to say. But I refused to let stuttering define me. I decided to get out of this prison, so I went on a journey to find the answers. Today, I'd like to tell you about the important things I did to get rid of my stuttering and become truly fluent. Speech treatment was the first thing that changed my life. I learned to slow down my words, breathe, and enjoy the rhythm and cadence of my own voice with the help of a professional. Speech therapy taught me skills I could use every day, and that helped me get out of my comfort zone. One of the most important parts of speech therapy was helping me become aware of how I talk and act. I learned to recognize when I was getting tense or hesitating, and I found ways to relax so that my words could come more easily. I focused on controlling my breath and speaking at a steady pace. I found that my stuttering got better, and I became more confident in my ability to talk. Speech therapy also gave me a safe place to talk about the emotional and psychological parts of stuttering in a helpful way. I worked with my speech coach to deal with any bad feelings or thoughts that were holding me back. I learned to be strong and have a positive outlook through counseling and guided exercises, which helped me face my fears and obstacles head-on. Self-reflection was the second approach that made a big difference. I looked into the mental and psychological parts of stuttering to find out why I have trouble speaking. It was a process of getting to know myself and accepting myself. By figuring out the inner causes and fears behind my stuttering, I was able to deal with them directly and move towards healing and growth. Through self-reflection, I was able to face and question the bad thoughts and feelings I had about myself and my speech. I learned to change the way I thought by focusing on my skills and being proud of my own voice. By being kind to myself and telling myself nice things, I started to see a change in how I saw myself as a speaker. Self-reflection also helped me come up with good ways to deal with times when I stuttered. I learned to deal with my stress and worry by doing exercises like deep breathing and getting my feet on the ground. These habits helped me stay in the moment and in control, even when I had to speak in tough conditions. The third tactic that was very important was connecting with a group of people who cared about each other. I joined a support group for people who stutter, where I met people who were going through the same things I was. Together, we shared our stories, gave each other advice, and learned from each other. Being a part of this group helped me remember that I wasn't alone and gave me a safe place to practice my speech and get better at it. I learned the power of empathy and shared stories in the support group. I felt like I belonged and was important when I talked openly with people and listened to their stories. Through these connections, I learned how strong and resilient the group of people who stutter is. We pushed each other to leave our comfort zones, celebrate our gains, and help each other when things didn't go as planned. The support group also gave people a place to keep growing and learning. We talked about different ways to speak and shared helpful tools that made us even more fluent. We celebrated each other's achievements and wins, which made the environment more positive and inspired. Together, we made a difference, not only in our own lives but also in the lives of other people who might be suffering with stuttering. As I moved forwards on my path to fluency, I reached a number of milestones and successes. My fluency got better the more I used the skills I learned in speech therapy, thought about myself, and asked for help from my community. I became more sure of myself and my ability to say what I want to say without worrying about being judged or misread. I stand here today sure of myself and speaking well. I no longer think of myself as someone who stutters. It's part of my journey, but it doesn't hold me back. I've accepted that I'm different and learned that true fluency isn't about not stuttering, but about being able to talk with honesty and passion. Through my journey, I've learned that getting free from stuttering is about more than just being able to speak without stopping. It's about finding our real selves, embracing our strengths, and finding our voice in a world that needs to hear our stories. When we let go of the limits and fears that stuttering puts on us, we open up a world of possibilities and connections. So, I invite everyone who struggles with stuttering to know that they have the power to get better. Your first step towards fluency is to break free from fear and accept your own style. With the right help, hard work, and faith in yourself, you can change the way you talk and regain the freedom and confidence that stuttering may have taken away from you. I've told you my story and the things that helped me stop stuttering. I hope you'll follow along and do something about it. Use speech therapy. Think about yourself. And find a group that will help you. Let's go on this empowering journey together, helping each other along the way and celebrating our successes. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. We can get over stuttering and find our voices if we work together.